Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at the release order, the prices, and more of the drip feed vehicles that are going to be arriving over the next couple of weeks and months from the Diamond Casino Heist. We've got a lot of awesome cars, supercars, Formula 1 vehicles, and a whole lot more. So let's dive into it today, and we will start on the Legendary Motorsports site. So in order to understand the order, we kind of want to go from bottom right to top left. So this is going to be the release order, at least how things are planned. The Grotti Furia is going to be released first, followed by the Overflawed Immorgon. Then it'll be the Albany V STR. After that, it's the Ocelot R88, the Progen PR4, and last but not least, the Nagasaki Strider. So again, the release order on the Legendary Motorsports site, it's going to be Furia, Immorgon, VSTR, R88, PR4, and the Strider being last. Now, that is subject to change, but at least as of now, that's the order that Rockstar have it in. And again, it's only for the Legendary Motorsports site. So let's take a look at the first vehicle here, the Grotti Furia. So we know that this is going to be based off of a really fancy Ferrari. And you guys can see there that this is one of the few vehicles on the Legendary Motorsports site that does have a trade price. So the buy it now is going to be $2,740,000. And if you're able to use it with the Diamond Casino Heist, that price drops to $2,055,000. So it's weird. As far as supercars go, $2.7 million is pretty expensive. But when you drop it down to the $2 million range, it suddenly isn't all that crazy. So will you guys end up waiting for the trade price, or is this a vehicle that you want so badly that you'll just buy it now? It's also a two-seater, if that wasn't obvious. That's our first supercar. Our second supercar is the Overflawed Immorgon. And as you guys can see there, no trade price. It has a simple value of $2,165,000. This is a very interesting vehicle. I can't put my finger on what this is actually based off of in real life. And if you guys have any ideas, please be sure to let us know in the comments down below. This is like the one vehicle that I just don't know what's going on with this car. But anyways, let's move on to the next vehicle, the Albany V STR, our first four-seater on the list today. And this one is actually on the cheaper side. It's actually the second least expensive of the bunch on Legendary Motorsports site, with a price tag of $1,285,000. And you guys can see there, it is a four-seater. It's an Albany, so we know it's probably based off of like a Cadillac or something like that. Either way, really cool car. The first four-door car that Rockstar added, the Lampadati Komoda, that's awesome. So I'm excited to see what else Rockstar adds with the four-door vehicles. After that, we're getting into the F1 cars. And the first one is the Ocelot R88. And these things are pretty expensive. So this one is $3,115,000, which is incredibly expensive. It would be the most expensive if not for the other F1 car, the Progen PR4. At $3,515,000. Now, I don't know what the difference is between these two F1 cars. You're asking the wrong person there. I'm sure there's technical specifications, engine performance upgrades that one might have over the other. Just going off of price alone, you would suspect maybe the PR4 has either more customization or is better performance-wise. I guess we'll just have to wait and see when these are officially released, but either way, pretty expensive right there. And last but not least, you have the Nagasaki Strider, which is the one-seater trike. Its buy it now price is $670,000. However, if you do get the discounted price, it's only $502,500. So that's the final vehicle on Legendary Motorsports. Again, there are 6 total vehicles coming on this website. Now let's move over to the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site, where there are 5 vehicles that are going to be added. Let's start with the release order first. You've got the Karen Sultan Classic, which is going to be the first vehicle released, followed by the Nagasaki Outlaw. After that, it's the Declasse Drift Yosemite, followed by the Dinka Sugoi, and then rounding up the list is the Dinka Blista Kanjo. That is the final one that is going to be released from this website. So let's talk about the prices. We start with the Karen Sultan Classic, and you guys can see there that it has a price of $1,718,000 for the buy it now. But if you do manage to get the trade price, it goes down to $1,288,500. So for a four-door sports classic, that's not terrible. Obviously, the Karen Sultan name is going to carry a lot of weight. I'm sure it's going to have insane amounts of customization. But believe it or not, that's really not all that expensive, considering the price of some of the other vehicles we've started to see on this list today. After that, up next, it is the two-seater Nagasaki Outlaw Off-Road. This is not as expensive as I thought, especially the Maxwell Vagrant, how expensive that is. Its buy-it-now price is $1,268,000, where the trade-in price or the discounted price is $951,000. So kind of right in the middle price-wise with a lot of the other vehicles we're going to see. The Declasse Drift Yosemite, it has a buy-it-now price of $1,308,000 and a discounted price of $981,000. So again, roughly in the same range. Same with the Dinka Sugoi. Its buy-it-now price is $1,224,000, with the discounted price being $918,000. And the Dinka Ballista Kanjo, surprisingly, is the cheapest of all the drip feed. Its price is $580,000 for buy-it-now and $435,000 at a discounted rate. What's interesting is every single drip feed vehicle on Southern San Andreas has a discounted price, but only a handful on Legendary Motorsports. I found that to be kind of interesting. And the last website that is getting new vehicles is Warstock Cash and Carry. It is adding to some of the ridiculous cars that are being introduced. Again, going from right to left, the first one that we are going to see is the Invade and Persuade tank. So it's like a miniature version of a tank. I'm assuming this is going to function very similarly to like the RC Bandito. And you guys can see there, its price is $2,275,000, so pretty expensive. In the middle there, we have the JB700W, which is basically a non-weaponized version of the JB700. Its price tag is $1,470,000. And last but not least, the final vehicle that's going to be released from Warstock Cash and Carry is the Zaba, and it has a buy-it-now price of $2,400,000 and a trade-in price of $1,800,000. The only one on the list that has both. So only 3 vehicles that are going to appear on this website. And keep in mind that Rockstar could release these vehicles in any way, shape, and form. Like, they could go from Legendary Motorsports to Warstock Cash and Carry to Southern San Andreas Super Autos, back to Legendary Motorsports, back to Southern San Andreas Super Autos, then do another Warstock one. So even though we know the release order of how they're going to function on the website, we don't know exactly when they're going to be coming out because Rockstar can rotate between the various sites whenever they want. But either way, this will still give you a good idea on when to expect the vehicles. Like, for example, there's a good chance we probably won't be getting those F1 cars until 2020. And same with some of the vehicles you might like on the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site, like the Dinka Ballista Kanjo. We might not get that till February or even beyond. So just something to think about right there. And this will give you also a better idea on how much money you're going to need if you want to be able to afford all of these vehicles. I mean, most of them were well over $1 million, if not $2-3 million. So that's one of the reasons in my buyer beware video that I did the other day, I recommended that you save your money and that in general you should just save up because there's really expensive items in the drip feed. And as you guys are seeing here, that is a clear indication that Rockstar have got some mega expensive content on the way. But again, hopefully this gave you a better idea of what to expect going forward with the cars, vehicles, and more. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below of all the drip feed vehicles that we've seen in this video today. Which one are you most excited about? Is it one of the supercars? Is it one of the sports cars? Is it one of the crazy vehicles on Warstock? Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Diamond Casino Heist videos that I'm going to be doing here on my channel over the next couple of days and weeks. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.